Hi, very well, thank you. I'm Ezelle from the upcoming. I know we had a brief chat on the red carpet at London Film
Yeah.
Festival, but it's really nice to have a bit longer with you this time. So perhaps you can start by kind of telling us a little bit about what the film that you made, Holy Spider, is all about and what viewers can expect when they watch it.
Holy Spider is a film noir from Iran. It is about how, what you've done in the past catches up with you, even if you don't want it. Um, it also, happens in a society where what you see is not what you get. There are no fixed rules or laws, and the dominant theme of the movie is the misogyny that is so rampant against women in Iran, as also anyone who been noticing the events in Iran might also notice.
And for you, obviously, when the whole event surrounding Holy Spider happened in Iran, you were a student then. What's like those topics like? What was that conversation like with your friends and peers while this was going on, and especially after his arrest? How was that? Was there anything in terms of the way people reacted that surprised you about the whole case?
Well, that was a very special time in Iran. We had a so-called reform government, which was slightly less conservative. The media landscape was, it's like it was a bit more freedom of press. They were like, sort of sense that society is opening up, and it was a little bit of hope. At the same time, strangely enough, there was a wave of serial killing. So before the so-called spider killer in Mashhad, the city of Mashhad, on which our story is based on, there was another guy who was called the Bat of Tehran, who was also murdering and raping women. And at the time when the the spider killer Saeed Hanai Mashhad started getting the attention, people first thought it's the same guy. He was like the Bat of Tehran or whatever. I mean, this is a strange Batman Spider-Man theme here, in a bizarre way. Um, and it almost started as like a sort of a urban myth, and I was like, oh, it's the same guy. Wasn't he dead? And what is going on? Is it another copycat? And then as things were shaping up, people realizing, okay, this is a different guy. This guy is worse. He's killing more people, and also because he was unique in so many ways. The way he was calling media to actually get the attention and sort of having this manifesto. Um, so, you know, I think a lot of people started speculating in terms of like, getting paranoid about it. Okay, is this guy from the establishment? Is this guy having the backing of government? Why is it that is in a country with 38 different security apparatuses, this guy doing exactly identical murders, same spots, picking up the same kind of people, is not caught? So there was like this cloud of uncertainty, and that's where I think the whole noir thing comes from. It comes from this case up until the very end, up until he was executed, was always covered in like some sort of mystery or conspiracy. So yeah, there were a lot of those kind of conversations that we were having with my friends.
And how long did it take you to kind of get the filming, the process? How long did that take you to do that? And in terms of choosing your cast, how was that? Did you have anyone specific in mind from kind of the start?
Um, I mean, it took on and off almost 15 years to get
Yeah.
this off the ground. Because, not only we had to like, crack the code of the script and try to find a balance in it. Not only we had to go through a very sort of the research process and the production process of this movie has been unique because like we're working against a hostile government, you know, and that really like limits you, and things that are usually like no brainer as like go and talk to the family of victims or family of the you know, it's like those, they suddenly became very dangerous, you know. Also the production, um the casting uh, also was a big part of it, because I was even sure that I could find the cast for this movie, knowing that probably 95% of the Iranian talent would not want to be in this movie because, you know, it's jeopardized their career, and you know, this would be seen as sort of they're ending their acting career, really. Um, I did talk to a lot of different people. Like, I mean, even like for example, for the part of Said, I talked to a lot of, you know, I mean, many of the stars of Iranian cinema. At the end of the day, I actually sort of came to the opposite conclusion, that I should not, you know, the people here should not be the people that people, you know, that are well known, should not be the stars, should not, you know, it's like the sort of opposite of having someone in mind, which is, you know, having someone that is not, you know, this is not such and such, but now as a serial killer. Because I felt that this movie needed a certain level of, you know, actors being human beings here, you know, and not being characters. Um, so that process was very interesting, and it took 3 years, you know. And we have people like Zar Amir Ibrahimi, who used to be a huge TV star in Iran and very experienced actor, but then couldn't act for a long time. I don't know how familiar you are with her story. She had to leave Iran, but she had this huge acting experience. And then Mehdi Bajestani, who did Said, he was a theater actor mostly. He did some TV and movies as well. But we also have cast, you know, we have also a guy who is a cab driver in France, you know, and we had to use him because, yeah, like I said, our options were also limited in a way. So it's been casting all around the world for 3 years.
And from this, what do you hope viewers will actually take away when they watch this film? What would you like them to get from it?
I I would love for them to immerse themselves in a cinematic experience. I don't think this is a movie. It's not a topical movie for me. This is not a movie about how bad the Iranian government is or how difficult the life of women could be, which is, you know, obviously true. I I think at least. But this is a you know, sort of journey into darkness, really, and you know, you know, be immersed in a place and a country and a culture that you don't know, but I think you would understand anyways. As you know, some of the best movies that I've seen, and I hope that our movie has the same quality, has this, you know, the movies give you the opportunity to experience, to be a different person in a different body, in a place and a country and a language that you don't know of, but you still understand it. And that's what I really hope for people to experience.
Well, I think we're out of time, and thank you so much for speaking to me. Thank you very much. Very, very enlightening hearing about the film.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you. My
Thank you.
pleasure.
Bye, Ali. Bye.